If you have a registered LLC in the US, then you must have to file the 1120 form, which is a form which is used to file for the company's tax return. So in this form, before filing this form, you have to check whether you have any transactions going through over the period of 1 year as of 31st December for that year. So if I'm filing for year 2024, then as of 31st December 2024, do you have any transactions over the period of that year? If the answer is yes, then you must have to prepare the profit and loss for that year. So if you don't have any profit and loss prepared for that year, then you must need an accounting software for doing that. And if you cannot afford an accounting software, you can do that using the Excel sheet by going through the by going to the transaction in the bank. Okay, so by first prepare the bookkeeping for that company LLC and find out that whether you have made a profit or a loss. So if you made a profit, you have to pay the tax on that profit. So by using that, we're gonna go over towards the 1120 form, which is an information return form in which you have to add your company name, your EIN number, your address, and how much money you had made that year. And others, there are some few questions over that on this form, which we will gonna see later in this video. So let's get over to the form and let's see what's included in this form. So we have this 1120 form, which is used to file for the corporation. If you have registered corporation in the US, either you are non-US resident or you have a C corp company registered in the US, then you must have to file this 1120 form after the year end. Okay, so in this scenario, we have just taken as an assumption and a fake name and address for the LLC for the demonstration purposes for this video. So you can see on the screen, we have to add the first thing here is in the January 2024, the starting calendar year and the ending of that calendar year. And then we have to add the name for the company which we are filing for, and what's the EIN number, employer identification number, and the address, street address for the company which is registered, and the city, state, and the zip code. And when below, we have to write down if whether it's the first return which we are filing for the LLC, or is it the final return. Final return means that it's the last year the company is filing for, and it will be going to dissolve after this time. Or if you want to change the address, or if you want to change the name, just click there and just add the different address you want to change whenever you want to. Okay, so at this part, the first part where we have to add the information regarding our LLC, and then this is the part here which shows you that it's the income part. If your LLC does have different types of income, it could be anything, it could be sales, it could be interest income, all the cost of goods sold, gross profit, everything could be the part of right here. So gross receipts or sale will be on top, 200,000. So we have made this profit and loss for this LLC. So we have marketing and consulting income, which we can also say that it's our sales. So our total sales right here is $200,000, and our expenses include these type of expenses: employees wages 125,000, repairs and maintenance 250,000, computer equipment 6,000, advertisement, charitable donations. We will see that how much profit we made over the adding these expenses and what would be the tax we need to pay on that. So let's get back to the form. So we added right here in the 1A 200,000 for our gross sales and receipts, and the total income would be the adding the line 3 to 10. So we have our gross profit, which we need to add right here. It would be 200,000 because we don't have any cost of goods sold, so it would be 0. So adding up to our total income would be $200,000, and the salaries and wages for this is 125,000, copied from sales right here. And then our repairs and maintenance 240, just right from there, and addition of the charitable donations, and then 3,000 for the advertisement, and other deductions, which will be 6,000 if we add right that here for the computer equipment. I mean, if we add each and everything, we got our total expenses 135250. So it will be 135250, and our total income after that would be 64750. And based on that, all the C corporation we have to pay the taxes for the 21% for their income. So net income is whatever 64,000, and we have to multiply this income with 21% to get the final figure of 13598. This is the amount which we owe to the IRS, which we need to pay by the end of year. And right here, just sign the form, add the date, and add the title. Just say that you're director of this LLC or corporation, and just go down. You have to skip this schedule C. If you made any distributions or you took any type of dividends from your company or corporation, you can just write that here, but in the most of the cases you have to skip this. If you go down schedule J, so you can also skip this. On the schedule K, you can add your information such as what's your accounting method. Either it could be cash or accrual, but most of the time you should use cash. And then the next thing they ask is what's your business activity code. So you can search US business activity code and write down what's the profession of your business. It could be retail, it could be marketing, it could be advertising, it could be anything. So for the marketing, we have the business activity code of 541990. Now the business activity we have is marketing, and what are products and services? We are providing marketing services. So is the corporation is subsidiary or affiliate group or parent subsidiary control group? Is our corporation is a part of a group or something? The answer is no. We are not a part of a group. We are an independent organization. We are an independent company. So we don't have. So did any foreign or domestic corporation partnership, including an entity trust exempt organization, directly own? It means that does any foreign LLC or foreign individual own this company? The answer is no. And did any individual, real any state own directly 20% or more, directly, indirectly? Total voting power, the class is the corporation stock. The answer is no. Okay, so most of them is no. And then we can go down, then most of the questions answers are no, so you can just check that. If you have a simple corporation, if you have a specific things to add on, if you have a C corp, you have members, you have voting rights, you have shares, if you have something like that, then you need to think about that. So if you can go down, you just need to copy this and just click no in everyone. And if your total receipts are more than 250,000, then you have to click yes. Okay, so if it's no, then you need to click no. Okay, so if you go down till the end, and you have to skip the schedule L. Well, it's not required by the IRS if you don't have much of the revenue. There's a limit for that, like 500,000. So if you are bigger than that, you must have to include this balance sheet along with your profit and loss when filing for 1120. So I hope you understand this, and let's see you in the next video.